Hi, my name is Kerryn and this is a podcast of my life story. I was born in 1968 and I was called the odd one out because I was different. I went to school where there was nothing known about autism. And when I was at school, my sister was my best friend because I couldn't make any best friends. I couldn't make any friends. I had a friend in grade 4, her name was Erica Brightsky, and we did everything together. She was a tomboy and I just followed her everywhere. I became the tomboy because she was a tomboy. I didn't know how to be anything different from that. When she left, I was devastated. I couldn't understand why she left or why she moved away at the time. I carried on through grade 6, but I was a person who kept to herself and never spoke up and never said a word. I never said a word to my family, so I'd be called the ghost. Mum helped me with a lot of things and helped me make a lot of decisions at the time. During high school, I went to a place called Anchois, which taught me how to jump on a trampoline, but taught me motor skills, eye to hand coordination as well. I did a lot of crawling and rolling and slipping and sliding along the floor, kitchen floor. High school was very different. My sister and I were separated because we were together, but my sister wanted to make her own friends and go out into the big wide world. So she went off to the high school and I went to the tech school. So going to a tech school with 450 boys against 38 girls was quite difficult because it was just becoming co-ed in 1980. Not many schools were co-ed back then. I got significantly teased. I was bullied. I was called mental fish face and that I belonged in a mental institution. Because that's where a lot of people believed me and believed where I belonged at the time. After school I went to business college, which is now non-existent, defunct, doesn't exist anymore. And a girl who went to high school with me also followed me and gave me another year of hell. I tried to find jobs, but I was more interested in talking to other people rather than concentrating on my work. I had a very short concentration span back then. During that time as well, I'll leave it at that. During that time as well, I struggled to find work and struggled to find myself. And it was only because a girlfriend of mine saw a story on 60 Minutes in 1998, that year. She rang my mum and said, "Oh, this is exactly like Kerryn." So I went to a psychologist and got diagnosed and then started the life journey after that. I couldn't express feelings at the time, but I was very relieved but felt really bad because I had said a lot of things to people that I didn't mean to, and I couldn't control those feelings. I couldn't control that those emotions at the time. So I did my best and went round apologising, and that was fine. And then I started my business. I started writing a book. I had a computer in my room. I started to write a book and told Mum I felt like I had to write a book. And then everything came out. It just felt like a river was spilling out of me, a great big, like on a spillway. A lot of stuff came out about comfort zones and things, and that's where The Goal explains a lot of things, that book. And I went to film a few videos for it. And in 2006 I sought the opinion from a former CEO of an organisation who suggested that I sell it. So between 2008 and 2013, I ran that business. I went all over Victoria and into Queensland to speak at conferences and tell people of my life story. That business closed down, unfortunately, because I wasn't able to make any more money of it. And people wanted psychologists with pieces of paper, and I just felt like there was no niche for me for that anymore. So just concentrated and got on with my life. And then this year I've set up my business, KLB Consulting, again. In my employment, I was a lollipop lady or school crossing supervisor for 20 years. So I kept that job up because it helped me to pay the bills, and I needed to pay the bills. And I went to work each day, and that was good. It was only an hour and a half a day though, but I met a lot of lovely people and a lot of kids, etc. And then I did a TAFE course in 2017 to upgrade my skills. I decided I wanted to do something different with my life. So I'm currently an administrator in a government department, but hopefully I can move on to some different roles in the future. So that's my life story. I'm 53 and I've had autism, Asperger's syndrome all my life. And no matter how people judge me, I'm just who I am, and I like being different. I accept myself and I respect others, but I expect other people to respect me. Thank you.